This is the All-American Window and Door We Love Wisconsin Tour, sponsored in part by TravelWisconsin.com. Live from the Duck Inn in Delavan on Wisconsin's radio station, 620 WTMJ.
I'm John Mercure here. Our next guest just had a duck joke. I love it. Ben Lodwick is with us. Do you remember the joke you just told me?
What do you get when you cross a duck and fireworks? A firecracker.
Firecracker.
Good stuff, right?
Great stuff.
Moving on.
All-American Window and Door does so much good for our community, and every community that we take the We Love Wisconsin tour to, All-American Window and Door makes a real difference, and you have a special guest today to talk about the difference you're going to make, Ben.
Yes, I do. Thank you for having us out again on the tour. That's awesome. We're great. I'm here with Julie Supernaw, and she's actually with Days Foundation, and it's a unique, influential charity organization to encourage youth to serve others, a lifetime skill that will mold these youth into character adults and hard workers. So if you wouldn't mind sharing a little bit about your charity and what you do.
Thanks so much for having me and for this wonderful donation. The Days Foundation empowers high school age students to do service in their community. It's as simple as that, but we have three ways that they can do that. One is they can apply for a grant to help them with a project where they see a problem or a need and they'd like to fix it. We also have a page on our website that other community organizations can tell us of a need and basically put out a help wanted ad, and students can look at that and then apply directly from the website to help out. And the third thing we have is what we call a DD Yes Day. DD stands for Delavan Darien because that's the name of their high school. And then it's the Youth Service Day. We don't have a word for E, so it just and that's a day of service on a Saturday morning in May. This past May, we had 11 different sites receive our help. We had 15 student site leaders who were in charge of all of that, and there were 150 students that showed up on a really cold, rainy, miserable day to help out throughout the community. So the grants that we offer, we had two very cool projects done recently. One was a young woman who was bothered by the fact that elementary school age kids don't often have the right snow pants and boots to be able to enjoy their recess time. So she did a clothing drive, and in a short 3 weeks' time, she outfitted 75 kids from hats down to boots.
That's fantastic.
She received a grant for $150 from us, and she returned some of the money, so she didn't even need to use all of it. These are great kids. Another young man who was a sophomore when he did this was bothered by the fact that a lot of times when families need food from the food pantries, they can't get fresh produce. And so he got a grant for $300 from us. He planted his parents' backyard, his grandparents' backyard, his parents' renters' backyard, and over the course of last summer, he distributed 2,000 to 3,000 pounds of fresh produce to our local food pantry, our local homeless shelter, and to our local free lunch program for students and their families. So that little $300 that we gave him went a long way. It's a great organization with great kids.
That's fantastic. You know, the environment that you have instilled into kids is hard work, see a problem, see a need in others, and figure out a resolution. And that's one of the ways that your foundation can help them and develop that involvement. So any youth can involve. You said, we were talking earlier, anybody from the Darien Delavan High School specifically can apply for a grant, and your website allows you to do that and be able to offer contributions and things like that.
Yep. In addition, we have mentoring and leadership training, and it's great. It's been awesome working with the kids.
Well, your foundation does fantastic work. Did some great studying on your research and on what your organization does. I think it's fabulous. It's awesome, and we at All American Window and Door thank you for your work and your efforts in all of that. And we'd like to donate $1,000 to your charity.
Unbelievable. That's so great. So great. Thank you.
You're
Making me cry.
absolutely welcome. I know, wonderful. I'm getting a little choked up myself. That's supposed to be Terry's role, right?
Yeah, I saw that before. So
hey, well, thank you so much for the difference you make at All American Window and Door and the Days Foundation. Great to have you both here.
Thank you much.
Thank you very much.
All right, Ben, I'm going to take that microphone because I told your pretty daughter here that she could read a duck joke. This is Allison. All right. Read that one, Allison. This is a great joke.
What's another name for a clever duck? A wise quacker.
That's right, a wise quacker. Thank you, Allison. And thank you, All-American Window and Door, for everything that you do.
You're welcome.
That's a great joke. I hope we have more of these. It's 4:39 at